What's up, everybody? Wrestlenook here, and I hope you're all doing well. Hey, today we're going to cover the rest of Mattel's mighty reveal from this past weekend, so let's dive right in. First up is Elite Series 85. Now this set is 8 figures deep, with one being a chase figure and the other being a store exclusive. Wild to know that the WWE license changed hands back in 2010. Prior to that year, Jakks Pacific had been the driving force behind WWE action figures. But in 2010, the license went to Mattel, and Mattel would release their first sets of both the basic and elite lines that year. This set features the man Becky Lynch from the 2020 Royal Rumble, The Undertaker from his Boneyard match at WrestleMania 36, Liv Morgan from the 2020 Royal Rumble, Alistair Black from his WrestleMania 36 match and from NXT TakeOver New York, Bray Wyatt from his Firefly Funhouse, Karrion Kross from his NXT debut, and Coma, the Supreme Fighting Machine. First off is the man, Becky Lynch. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that this attire is from her match against Asuka from the 2020 Royal Rumble, but don't quote me on that. It seems to be a bit of a mashup. If this is from the 2020 Rumble, then yes, Becky was the Raw Women's Champion at that time, but she was not the Women's Money in the Bank winner. If this is from the 2019 Money in the Bank pay-per-view, then Becky lost the SmackDown Women's Championship to Charlotte, who then dropped the title to Bayley after she had successfully cashed in her Money in the Bank contract. This will be Becky's 4th Elite figure. This figure features a mix-up of both new Elite style and classic Elite style articulation, with the new Elite style articulation being represented in the double-jointed pinless elbows and the classic Elite style articulation being represented in the double-jointed knees. But the inclusion of the classic basic style ankle hinge is cringeworthy at best. Becky is packaged with the Raw Women's Championship and Money in the Bank briefcase. Next up is the Dead Man, the Phenom, the Dark Rider, The Undertaker. This figure is from his cinematic Boneyard match against AJ Styles at WrestleMania 36. What can be said about this figure that hasn't already been said? Featuring an updated head scan, removable bandana, alternate hands, and shovel accessory, this is the perfect figure to represent Undertaker's last WrestleMania match. This figure has classic Elite style articulation with single-jointed elbows and double-jointed knees. It may seem that this figure is a reuse, but there appears to be new tooling on the pant legs. This will be The Undertaker's 26th Elite released by Mattel. Next up is our very special friend, Bray Wyatt. This seems like an improvement over the ringside exclusive Firefly Funhouse Bray Wyatt, with a new collared sweatshirt sculpt and featuring the new pinless double-jointed elbows and knees. This Bray Wyatt figure may seem a little bare, but he comes packaged with alternate sets of hands and Huskus the Pig Boy. For those that already own the ringside collectible exclusive, this will be an easy pickup to round out the Firefly Funhouse cast. If you've yet to snag that ringside exclusive, then I hope that you can before they're sold out. I'm hoping that the orange of his pants will be muted more than what they appear to be in the promotional shots. This will be Bray Wyatt's 8th Elite release, if you include the 2 releases of The Fiend. 6 if you don't. Liv Morgan is included in Elite Series 85, and this is her 2nd Elite release, with her first being the Target store exclusive. Featuring her bold new look from the 2020 Royal Rumble, this figure comes packaged with alternate hands and white entrance coat. This figure features classic women's Elite articulation, with single-jointed elbows and rocker ankle joints, but it's unknown if the knees are double or single-jointed at this time. A fantastic head scan and super detailed attire make this figure an easy addition to any collection. Karrion Kross makes his first time in the line appearance with his Elite Series 85 debut. I believe that this attire is from his debut in NXT when he squashed Leon Ruff. Featuring a bared teeth head scan, hyper-detailed deco for his tattoos, alternate hands, and an entrance jacket make this first time in the line release a must-have for any Cross fan. Although I feel the need to address the biggest design error for this figure, and that's the calf muscle. As is, it looks like he's got double calves, as you can see the top of his boots, which would be around the bottom of his knee, but then he's got the middle calf piece, and I mean the whole calf. This, unfortunately, dims the shine of this nearly perfect release, and makes me continue to wonder about the strange design choices as of late. Riddle's tiny arms, strange leg combinations, and Corbin's tiny arms are just a couple that spring to my mind. These figures have been manufactured for over 10 years. I find it hard to believe that Mattel doesn't have the correct and proper pieces to make this figure flawless. Mr. Alistair Black is the set's chase figure, and man alive, it's a bit of a doozy. His standard release is from his match against Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania 36, but his chase figure is from his tag match with Ricochet against the War Raiders from NXT TakeOver New York in 2019. This will be Alistair's third and fourth figure, if you include the chase, and appears to be the same head scan from the previous two releases. This figure is packaged with a rubber entrance robe, alternate hands, and hyper-detailed tattoo deco. This figure also features classic Elite articulation, single-jointed elbows, mid-torso crunch, double-jointed knees, and ankle rockers. And last but not least is the store-exclusive Coma, the Supreme Fighting Machine. This marks Charles Wright's fourth Elite release, and though I would have preferred a version of him from his time with the Nation of Domination, it's great to have him from his New Generation days. Featuring an all-new head sculpt, new singlet sculpt, new boot design, new gold chain accessory from when he melted the Undertaker's urn and wore it around his neck, hyper-detailed deco for his tattoos, alternate hands, and classic Elite articulation puts this figure at the top of my list. It's unknown at this time whether or not this will be a Walmart or Target exclusive, but with the release of Coma, it gives me hope that we may eventually see a Goodfather release. The listings for Elite Series 85 have gone live over at Ringside Collectibles. They have an estimated shipping window of early April, but may be delayed. Mattel also revealed an upcoming Elite 2-pack from the April 12, 2001 episode of SmackDown. This was Triple H's third run with the Intercontinental Championship, and Jeff Hardy was his opponent for the night. As Trips looked to secure victory through cheating, Matt Hardy interfered and nailed Triple H with a chair shot, which allowed Jeff to land the Swanton Bomb for the victory. Even though the match was taped on April 10th, the WWE acknowledges Hardy's reign as beginning on April 12th, the night the episode was broadcast. His reign was short-lived, as he would drop the title back to Triple H on the next episode of Monday Night Raw. This 2-pack is a must-have for me. Jeff comes with 2 soft goods shirts, alternate hands, and a Hardy Boys necklace accessory, while Triple H comes with the Oval IC title and alternate hands. Both figures feature incredible likeness, detail, and classic Elite articulation. But Mattel didn't stop there. They also revealed the next 2 figures in their Ultimate series. I want to say that this figure of Randy Savage is from his bout with Jake Roberts from Saturday night's main event on February 8, 1992. The thing is, Savage was rocking that coat for so many promotional photos and appearances from 92 to 93 that it's difficult to truly pinpoint it. This figure is packaged with a soft goods coat, hat accessory, glasses accessory, alternate sets of hands, and alternate head sculpt. It also features the Ultimate Edition articulation, so double-jointed knees, double-jointed elbows, and toe joints. It's unknown at this time whether this figure has the butterfly shoulder joints like the Hollywood Hulk Hogan figure, but one can always hope there are. And the last reveal I've got is the Ultimate Edition Edge from his return at the 2020 Royal Rumble. There are only a handful of moments where fans get to witness true magic. This return was one of those moments. Featuring alternate sets of hands, alternate arms, a rubber entrance coat, hyper-detailed deco for his tattoos, and an alternate head sculpt make this the perfect release to celebrate such a momentous return. This figure will feature standard ultimate articulation, but will not feature butterfly shoulder joints due to the swappable arm gimmick. Pre-orders are live at Ringside Collectibles for these Ultimate Editions, with an estimated shipping window of mid-February. So that does it. That's all the news I got. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a good one.